The mission of this food bank is sharing the food, sharing the gospel, and being of service to others, to those less fortunate.
My main goal is to see that children are fed that normally wouldn't get food. And I feel like by working through this agency that we're feeding a lot of hungry children.
I think it makes a difference every month. We're able to give more.
Without Midwest Food Bank, we would actually be running out of food.
And Midwest Food Bank has been just a blessing to us to be able to have the food to give out to individuals, especially in this day and age with the economy like it is and so many people that are out of jobs.
And I know food and love and hope all work together in tandem.
After Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast in August 2005, Midwest Food Bank was there to help. Just 3 days after the storm hit, the first load of food and supplies were taken to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Midwest Food Bank was later asked by the Salvation Army to bring 10 more loads to meet the needs of the ravaged area. By June 2007, more than 130 loads of food and supplies had been taken to the Gulf Coast by Midwest Food Bank, guided by the compassionate giving and mercy of spirit-filled people. Growing up on a traditional farm of modest means, the Keyser family was taught the value of giving to those in need. In 2003, they began a spirit-filled mission of providing food at no cost to nonprofit organizations that give to those in need. Their faith-based initiative started with one shed full of food being distributed among 10 local food pantries in McLean County, Illinois. And just as the mustard seed in the book of Matthew grew, God increased the ability to touch those in need. Giving freely and blessing others led to rapid growth and support.
I think one of the best ways that we can worship God is by serving others. So in effect, we can serve God by serving others.
In 2005, Midwest Food Bank purchased a 27,000 square foot warehouse in Bloomington, Illinois. And by 2008, the organization acquired 2 more locations, one in Indianapolis, Indiana, and one in Peoria, Illinois, and were able to donate $22 million in food products. Today, we serve over 500 nonprofit organizations and provide disaster relief. Our mission is simple: to help bridge the gap between prosperity and poverty by alleviating hunger and human suffering in our community. Today, through the efforts of countless volunteers and donors, Midwest Food Bank provides food to organizations that distribute it to members of our community at no cost. Today, our distribution reaches and supports over 1 million people each year. Not only do we gather food donations and distribute them to social service organizations and other not-for-profits, we also responded to 20 natural disasters both in the United States and in 11 countries abroad this past year. Currently, we stand ready to provide relief within 24 hours of notice with prepackaged food, hygiene, and hydration products to deliver throughout the country.
We've done Salvation Army box runs where there's been disaster in areas. We were down to Kentucky when they had tornado damage. We were down to Biloxi in the flood and took the truck with boxes, and to just see the reaction of the people, how much they appreciated what you were doing for them, and they were going through a crisis in their lives, and you just felt like it just made you feel good that you were there to help them, and in the meantime you could share with them what God is doing for them. This isn't all about us, it's about God working through us.
Midwest Food Bank distributes the food at no cost to those they serve. In fact, because of the structure and utilization of countless volunteers, we are considered by many the ultimate pass-through organization. Every dollar donated helps fund nearly $20 in food distributed by Midwest Food Bank. This can be done based on the tremendous amount of donations, volunteer hours, and because most every dollar goes into program costs and not salaries. The amount of food distributed has steadily grown over the years as we strive to fight hunger. Midwest Food Bank receives donated food from food manufacturers, distributors, grocers, community and organizational food drives, and from individual donations of food and money. Today, Midwest Food Bank reaches over 100,000 people each month with food and other supplies. Midwest Food Bank now distributes food from 3 locations, Bloomington and Peoria, Illinois, and Indianapolis, Indiana. We have 6 semis capable of frozen transport that travel 500,000 miles a year to meet the need. We presently have over 45,000 square feet of dry storage and the ability to hold over 15 semi-loads of cold storage products. We accept donations of any size and store them for use when needed, but it's important to know that there is no donation too small. But at the core of the Midwest Food Bank is a spiritually directed community organization consisting of hundreds of volunteers, generous donors, and corporate partners, all operating to serve those in need.
So rewarding to be able to help out people in need and see the needs being met. You know, we hear so much about the waste in this country, and then on the other hand, the people going hungry. And to me, it is so good to see the being redistributed. There are people that have excess or that are willing to share and give, and then help those that are really in need.
It's just a fantastic cause. I happened to be, knew someone that was involved with this, and they said, do you need some help for anything? And they said, sure, well, come help for loadout. So I came one day and just got hooked on it, and it's just an amazing, amazing thing.
The mission is to help those in need, not only just in our area here, but also for disaster relief in other areas of the country.
And you hear the stories of, you know, folks that lost their job, or, you know, single mom who's just barely making it go, and to realize that we had a part in that. You know, that person or that family is able to survive, really, because of what we do here.
The Lord just led me over here because I stopped one day and found out about what they were doing, and I just thought it was a very needy thing to do, and I had a little free time, so I just kept coming back.
We are able to help small children, we're able to help elderly people, mothers who are single, families who have lost their jobs. It's such an amazing work to know that there are people that are feeling loved. We reach out with Christ's love, but also just with that kind hope. I mean, they need hope, and you know, we can't fulfill all their needs, but we can give them hope. We can make them feel that moment that they are loved and somebody does care when they're struggling.
Even though our donations feed more than 1 million hungry each year, there are so many more who need help. Inspired by God's Word and His compassion and mercy working through volunteers, organizers, and supporters, we want to reach them. Our growth experience since 2003 has demonstrated both the need and the organization's ability to make a difference in so many lives. But in order to continue to grow, we must expand our network of support. You can make a difference. If you're interested in being a part of something bigger than yourself, Midwest Food Bank asks you to join in our mission of giving, compassion, and mercy. You can partner in several different ways by donating your time, food, or funds.
I enjoy it more than anything else that I've ever done. I enjoyed my work when I was working and always enjoyed that, but I enjoy this much more, and everybody is pleasant, and you just go home feeling good that you've done something worthwhile.
I guess the people that actually volunteer just amazes me.
I volunteer because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile with my life.
Midwest Food Bank gives corporations and their employees the opportunity to be involved in a worthy social initiative. This is a great way to achieve a deeper level of community understanding of its corporate values. Involvement is easy due to the vast amount of ways you can directly help those in need. If you are a corporation looking for a way to distribute unwanted goods, we can make the transition seamless and efficient with our dependable trucking commitments, logistics, and large storage and handling capabilities. Your donation through us is assured to go freely to those in need, and if specified, to those in your community.
People would go hungry without us.
This has just been wonderful. When people come, you know, they're crying and hugging us and saying thank you so much. You know, we don't know how we could have done this, or it came at just the right time.
I mean, because without them, I don't know where my household would be right now.
They can catch that vision of making a difference.
We're reaching people in need, and this is another way that we can do so.
Contact the Midwest Food Bank today by visiting our website at www.midwestfoodbank.org Or you can make a donation online or choose the location you would like to communicate with by phone or email.